This is Chris Ruddy, and I love Gene Valentino's Grassroots Truth Cast. Make sure you're tuning in just like I do every day, every week, every minute.
It's finally here, our second annual mega sale. This sale only comes around once a year, so take advantage of the best offers ever while you can. For example, save 50% on our Giza Dream bed sheets as low as $29.98. And for the first time ever on TV, My Pillow mattresses and My Pillow mattress toppers as low as $99.98. And you save 50% on our Lux Pure 6-piece towel sets. Regular $69.98, now only $39.98. And our best-selling standard My Pillows, regular $49.98, on sale for $17.98. Wait on it, mega sale, only $14.98. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use this promo code to take advantage of our second annual mega sale. But wait, there's more. To make the mega sale even more special, when you order right now, your order's going to ship absolutely free.
Joining me now is Tim Phillips, the Director of Government Affairs and Global Strategies at Nest Point Associates, and Gene Valentino, a Republican political strategist. Gentlemen, good to have you with us. Tim, first to you. So who's the big winner here, or maybe we're all losers, Democrats or Republicans?
I think, Todd, Democrats are overreaching. I know our experience during the Tea Party movement, in all candor, we would shut down or work to get the government shut down sometimes, and it did not really work for what we were fighting for. I think the left is going to find that with these series of shutdowns that they're doing. I also think, by the way, and you know this, but ICE is really not affected. Their supposed target here is already funded. So this is going to hit TSA, which harms travel for millions and millions of Americans at crucial moments in their life when they're trying to go see loved ones and perhaps get to work or other things like that. So I do not think the Democrats are going to win this. And I know that they're going to inconvenience the American people here. And Todd, the group they hate so much, the radical left, ICE, which is trying to get illegal immigrant aliens off the streets, most of them violent, many of them, they're not going to be harmed by this. So they're missing their target.
Yeah, look, I think the innocent party in all of this is President Trump. You know, he's telling his team to implement the plan, and the team needs to implement the blasted plan, for crying out loud. It's pretty much that simple. All right, I think we've got Gene back here, and Gene, we're going to switch gears. This one is just jaw-dropping, gentlemen. For the first time in modern political history, the Republicans will not have a candidate on the ballot for the U.S. Senate race in New Mexico. Gene, what in the world is going on over there at National Republican Senatorial Committee? Who dropped the ball?
I don't know who dropped the ball in New Mexico, but I will say that the momentum nationwide is clear and apparent. America is seeing firsthand the momentum of optimism under a Republican administration that has got things moving. The SAVE Act was one of them you mentioned before. The obviousness is there. Donald Trump is making the effort to transform this nation literally overnight. The least we can do as a Republican Party, albeit it's got faults just like the Democrats, the least we can do is stay firm and together during this important midterm election. I think, Todd, we're in for a transformative change, but I cannot tell you why they do not have a Republican on the ballot. There should be. This is our constitutional republic was designed to be with the spirit of a two-party system, and I don't see why we can't bring someone forward, especially right now during this time when the success story is so clear and in your face. Why would there not be a Republican candidate?
Yeah, it makes no sense. Meanwhile, Tim, the Virginia Supreme Court giving the green light for a redistricting referendum that could cost Virginia all but one of their congressional seats. And that, by the way, Tim, could cost Republicans their majority in the House. Let's just say everybody wins the races they're supposed to win, Republican and Democrat. Democrats take control of the House just based on what happened in Virginia. What say you?
I'm a Virginian for many, many years. Deeply disturbing, deeply disappointing. The Virginia Supreme Court, by the way, most of those members were appointed when Republicans controlled the legislature, which here in Virginia is the final decider on these judicial appointments. These justices were afraid to do the right thing. The Democrats are playing all sorts of constitutional games. Just a few years ago, there was a bipartisan effort to put redistricting in the hands of a nonpartisan committee. It passed, and it's a rigorous process, Todd, here in Virginia to change the state constitution. It was bipartisan. It was passed when Republicans had the majority, but it was passed with support from both parties. And now, just a few years later, they're playing all sorts of games, which I do believe violate the Virginia Constitution. And most of the attorneys that I've spoken to feel the same way. It's a disturbing opinion and frustrating from this court, which chose a political expediency rather than following the Virginia Constitution. And yes, it's 6-5 right now, 6 Democrats, 5 Republicans in the delegation. The way these lines are horrifically gerrymandered, it very well could end up netting the left up to 4 seats. Hopefully, we can keep it to 2 or 3. But Todd, it is going to be a tough fight here in the Commonwealth to do that. And again, I can't stress enough how frustrating it is that the Virginia Supreme Court did not really follow the Constitution here.
You know, Gene, I want to switch gears. You brought up the SAVE Act, and a vast majority of Americans, Democrat and Republican, black and white, believe that voters should have to show an ID. Christine Ohm holding a news conference earlier today in Arizona. Let's take a listen.
It's common sense that our elections should belong to the American people, that they should be the ones who get to vote, whose votes are counted, that they get one vote, not more, not less. It's common sense to make sure that foreign nationals don't vote in our elections, don't elect our leaders, and have a say in how our country runs. They don't and should not be allowed to be trampling on the voice of the American people.
All right, Gene, look, we've got Senate Republicans, and they do not want to touch that filibuster. Why are they fighting the president and the American people on this?
If they need to do away with the filibuster to pass the SAVE Act, then that's what must be done. It looks like we may make it, though. It's getting closer every day. Even Democrat Senator John Fetterman is leaning our way, meaning toward approving the SAVE Act. There is nothing, what I don't understand, with 70% of the nation in favor of this citizenship rule that the SAVE Act presents, why is it such a battle in the Senate and sometimes in the House for such obvious, logical things to pass? We need it to protect this democracy. Or is it some sort of deep state conspiracy that they're planning on, which is why they're moving in this direction in the first place? Why would my grandfather, who fought for this nation as an Italian immigrant, he would be turning over in his grave if he thought an illegal alien was able to walk in with some flimsy ID and be able to consider himself a citizen to vote? Is off the charts, it's off base, it's out of line. It borders on being treasonous and un-American, and we must take action to make sure that this comes to fruition. And I might add, Todd, I've said it before, this is one of those things we got to push for a constitutional amendment. And we're only going to be able to do that with a Republican House, a Republican Senate, and a Republican president. We need a constitutional amendment to define citizenry and the one's entitlement to vote.
It's finally here, our second annual mega sale. This sale only comes around once a year, so take advantage of the best offers ever while you can. For example, save 50% on our Giza Dream bed sheets, as low as $29.98. And for the first time ever on TV, MyPillow mattresses and MyPillow mattress toppers, as low as $99.98. And you save 50% on our Lux Pure 6-piece towel sets, regular $69.98, now only $39.98. And our best-selling standard MyPillows, regular $49.98, on sale for $17.98. Wait on it, mega sale only $14.98. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use this promo code to take advantage of our second annual mega sale. But wait, there's more. To make the mega sale even more special, when you order right now, your order's going to ship absolutely free.